Sébastien le Prestre de Vauban, born in 1633, is regarded as one of the most influential military engineers in history. During the reign of Louis XIV, he transformed the art of fortification, creating designs that were not only incredibly effective but also visually striking. His work is most associated with the star-shaped fortress, known as the Tres Italien, a design originally inspired by Italian Renaissance models but perfected by Vauban. This system used angular bastions connected by straight curtain walls, which allowed for overlapping fields of defensive fire, effectively eliminating blind spots and making the fortress nearly impregnable to traditional siege tactics. Vauban's genius lay in his ability to apply mathematical precision and innovative geometry to his designs, making them highly adaptable to different terrains and advances in military technology. Vauban's fortifications were characterized by a multi-layered defensive strategy. The outermost layer often included a glacis, a gently sloping embankment that exposed attackers to defensive fire while offering no cover. Beyond the glacis lay additional outworks, such as ravelins and hornworks, which acted as buffer zones to delay and weaken the enemy. The main fortress walls, reinforced with thick bastions, provided a strong and well-defended core. Finally, at the heart of many of his designs was an inner citadel, a heavily fortified stronghold designed to serve as the last line of defense. This layering ensured that even if one part of the fortress was breached, defenders could fall back to successive defensive positions, prolonging resistance and increasing the cost of an enemy's assault. Vauban's ability to adapt his designs to the natural landscape was another hallmark of his work. He was a master of using rivers, hills, valleys, and other natural features to augment the strength of his fortresses, reducing the need for excessive manpower and materials. Notable examples include the Citadel of Lille, often called the Queen of Citadels for its perfect proportions and strategic elegance, and the fortifications of Besançon, which seamlessly integrate with the rugged Jura Mountains. In the Alps, his fortress at Mont-Dauphin stands as a marvel of engineering, demonstrating how he could secure even the most challenging locations. Understanding the increasing power of artillery in warfare, Vauban adapted his designs to withstand bombardments. He incorporated lower profiles for walls to reduce visibility to enemy fire, reinforced bastions with thick layers of earth and stone to absorb cannon impacts, and created deep ditches that protected walls from direct hits. His use of angled defenses ensured that incoming fire would glance off rather than strike directly, preserving the integrity of the structure. Vauban was also a brilliant strategist when it came to siegecraft, developing methods that made him as skilled at taking fortresses as he was at building them. His approach to sieges was systematic and precise, using trenches to approach enemy walls while minimizing exposure to fire. These trenches were dug in zigzag patterns to prevent defenders from targeting a straight path. He also employed sapping techniques, digging tunnels beneath walls to weaken their foundations and cause them to collapse. His use of artillery was equally methodical, with cannons strategically positioned to target weak points in the enemy's defenses. These methods made his sieges almost invariably successful, earning him a reputation as an unstoppable force on the battlefield. Over his career, Vauban worked on more than 160 fortifications across France, creating a network of defenses that formed an almost impenetrable shield around the kingdom. His designs were so effective that they remained a standard for European military architecture for over a century. In recognition of his genius and his contributions to France's security, Louis XIV eventually appointed him as Marshal of France, one of the highest honors of the time. Vauban's legacy endures not only in the fortresses that remain standing today but also in his influence on military engineering worldwide. In 2008, 12 of his fortifications were designated UNESCO World Heritage Sites, a testament to their historical and architectural significance. His work represents the pinnacle of military ingenuity, blending practical defense with architectural beauty, and securing his place as one of history's greatest minds.